Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and if you weren't too confused by the first one, I hope not. Ask me a question. Anyway, now we've made the tab box what we need for the base, and we use the same blend, so they should blend perfectly, and we can kind of test that before we break this blend apart. Um, you can actually take this down and kind of rotate it at that angle, take that up to there, and actually take the first joint. And remember, it's on a curve, but they look like they're going to fit, if you can kind of imagine that. Now, in this video, I am not going to show you how to, well, I am going to show you one thing, but I'm not going to put ends on these because he's already got that figured out. And if you need help, if you really want to do this and you need help, let me know. I have made a 1" by, if y'all remember from the first video, 15.8575. It rounded it off. I am going to just put that right on there. And what we need the male parts now. And I'm going to kind of call, I don't know how thick, I can't remember his email. I'm going to move that down, and I'm going to hold down the control button and move it down. So now we have our tabs equal spaced. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit unconventional, and you need to also, I think our sides are equal, but which is the top and which is the bottom. I'm going to go and ungroup it all. Now this is a little bit unconventional. I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key and I'm going to delete these lines. There's a lot of ways you could do it. I could have grouped it together and possibly, back minus front, front minus back, left minus right, whatever you want to call it, weld it. But this way, by the time you figure out which way to do it, you're going to be done. And also, I could have didn't have to make a copy of that. We could have just done one side, and I'll show you in just a second. Should take just a second more, one more. But to save time, and especially for new people, by the time I take this thing apart, you could have this done. I could have copied that other top part over to the bottom part. And what we're going to use to seal up all these joints, we're going to use the Smart Fill tool. And in that length of time, you have made your, and I also am not going to show how to make the living hinge because he's evidently got that down. We're going to delete this. So now you would put your ends on it, put your living hinge in it. But here's the key to making this. I don't know what size wood it is, but I'm going to use a parallel dimension tool and go from that node to that node. And we're only 0.16, 0.06. So we need to set our nudge factor on 0.06. We're going to double it. We're going to take our shape tool, grab those top two nodes, and voila. And you could do them all at one time. If you're zoomed in, you could do, cross as many as you can see, depending how steady your hand is. And yeah, like I said, I could have done all this on one side and then Word, just copied it over. Now see what I did there? I didn't have all the nodes. I just had like half of them. If you make a mistake, just back up. Now I'm going to go down. On the other ones, I went up. I'm going to zoom in here again. So it's pretty easy to change the length of the tabs. And there you have the tabs that should fit in those holes. Now you just need to add your living hinge, and you need to, the kind of the bad thing about this, and I would test, there's plenty of way to do some testing. I just see well, this is not the one we did. Yes, it is. We have some extra wood there. We did not, the Smart Fill tool did not completely do that perfectly all the way around. So you'd need to check that. And, now I think if we Smart Filled it, or maybe I backed it up. Yes. Yep. Nope, that line is still there. So you need to kind of adjust that, make sure that's correct. Even though, you know what, that's still going to cut out. It's still, what's happening is I got a leak somewhere. Yep. And that could be fixed. But that, when you cut this out, you're still going to have the shape you need. You're going to have, this is what it's going to look like. Hopefully when you draw it, you won't end up with that. I'm kind of embarrassed about that. But anyway, here's your shape. That should work. That should fit. Yep, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice it a while ago when we had the, of course I've made this so many times. Yep, it's all the way through. So if you make 2 of these, it looks like it's not going to have enough room to wrap around there. And don't forget you put your male and female, and that's very easily, done. And I would test my joints, because you might need to adjust these, and testing the joints is, I'm going to go over that real quick. I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard and make a duplicate of this. I'm just going to take a rectangle, take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. There's one of your cuts. I have found that the Smart Fill tool does not add any thickness to it. But if you took that and one of these with the same thing, and you don't have to make a duplicate, if you just using the Smart Fill tool. And then that way you can cut these 2 joints out without fear, and that they'll fit. And also make sure it's a hairline. And take these 2 to the top of your laser on a scrap piece of plywood. And most of these boxes are made of plywood, just because plywood is stronger and cheaper. And so, it's hard to get a piece of 1/8 inch wood out of real wood that's, that thin. But if you look, I think that'll fit in there. But if it doesn't, I've made several videos on how to adjust it. Because you want a tight fit. See, it's damn near perfect. Anyway, but if the gentleman that needs this help needs it, just tell him to holler. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.